Welcome guys back to my channel Newbie Money. Today we were able to make the money back, which is insane. But there's a few things I had to do to make sure that I didn't go on this downward snowballing effect of me just losing more and more money, which is exactly what I did last time. So I had to make sure I switched it up. And yeah, it's a lot of psychology I want to talk in this video because I think that's really gonna help out of how I was able to get out of it. Also, today was just really volatile day, and there was a lot of opportunities to make money, so that really did help. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, so I think psychology is what really helped out today. So let's go check out the trade recap and see what went down.
Welcome to the New York Stock Exchange.
Financial district at the tip of Manhattan is easily.
Alright, so as you guys can see, I'm up $1,679, so which is really good. I was able to make back yesterday's loss and some on top of it. But if you guys are wondering what stock it is on my chart right now, this is GME, the one and only demonic stock. This thing hit, holy crap, hit $250 at one point. I don't know what this stock is on. I don't know what the game plan is here. I don't know if it's gonna go $500, $1,000. You don't really know. Here, let's go check out the daily here. Like, this is so overextended. Like, where does it slow down? Like, if it's like this in pre-market, I think tomorrow might hit like 500, then just absolutely crash. Right now it's just popping out short sellers, just absolutely crushing them. Holy fuck. Holy man, what a time to be alive and trading stocks and learning how to trade, and hopefully not be shorting GME, because that's just not the right move, guy or gal. Anyways, let's go check out. So today, like I said, psychology is what really helped me. I know I lost quite a bit of money yesterday, and this is a lot of money to lose for any person, regardless if you're starting or not starting, right? So first thing you have to do in that situation is you need to accept the fact that you lost some money. And this is the hardest part, because we always say like, oh yeah, for sure, like, it's okay, I'll make that money back. This is part of life, which is all true. It is part of life, and you will make that money back, but you need to be honest with yourself. Are you okay with losing that money? Have you accepted losing that money? You really need to metabolize it in a more peaceful way, not in some like, oh, I'm gonna be fine, but I'm gonna go smoke 10 joints, which is not a bad option, don't get me wrong, but smoking 10 joints is not gonna make your money back or put you in the right structure of mental. You're not gonna be in the right headspace. Sorry, I gotta move this stock here, man. I'm gonna keep looking at it. What's this slow moving stock? I feel like, is Bank of America slow? Yeah, that's my shit. All right. So you need to make sure that you accept the fact that you have lost that money, right? So what I did actually is, as soon as I ended the whole trading day, I just left the computer, made some food, watched a few TV shows. I had actually had a phone conversation with a person I follow on Instagram. He's an amazing trader, and I just hit him up and I'm like, hey dude, like, you're doing so much better than I am. Can I just ask you a few questions? And he was down for it, so that was awesome. And I was able to talk to him and ask him a bunch of questions that I was curious about, like the state of the market, what he does to deal with tilt and other stuff, how he got interested in the stock market. So if you guys are new, I really recommend you guys hitting up the people that you guys look up to Instagram. Some of them might be way too big for you to reach out, but heck man, go talk to them. The person I've talked to is like, he's not huge, but he's definitely doing so much better than all of us, so he has a lot more knowledge. So why it doesn't hurt you to be like, hey, can I have like 10 minutes of your day to ask you some questions, because I want to be better at this game. You know, those people want to help you out too because they felt the struggle, they felt the pain that you are going through. So I was able to do that and walk away. Whoa. So I was able to do that and walk away from the computer and just not get too, stuck in the whole idea that, hey, you lost $1,000 today, right? So that's the first thing I did. I just put myself away and I walked out. After 4 hours or so, I went back, got myself some nice coffee from Tim Hortons. If you guys are from Canada, then you guys know how awesome Tim Hortons is. If not, search it up. It's dope as fuck. So I got my coffee, came here, got a piece of paper, and I had two things. I said what I did well, what I did wrong. And I put what I did well first just to put that really good, start on a good note, on a positive note, right? So I was just like forcing down notes, just writing down random shit. Like one the good thing I did, I said I'm getting good at finding a bunch of possible play stocks, like just write down whatever comes to your mind, and the whole point of it is just to force your emotion out. Just put it on a piece of paper, because I promise you, once you start like that on the what you did good, once you go switch over to what you did bad, you're just gonna be fucking writing down a bunch of shit that you just like, oh man, I fucked up here, I fucked up, I know I fucked up here. You're just gonna keep going on and on and on and on. And once you do that, it makes it much better for you to see where you went wrong. For me, I went wrong because I was super excited to trade yesterday. I had really good winning streaks, and not only good winning streaks, it was been really good with my market edge. It's been really good with learning about myself as a trader. Really good with positioning and scaling up. Like, it's been all good all around, right? So when I saw so many opportunities come up yesterday, I'm just like, yo, I'm gonna make 3 grand today. Like, maybe like 5 grand. At one point, I was thinking of buying $4,000 worth of put options on GME, which I think God Almighty, whatever other entities that people pray to and everything, thank you, because I would have been down $4,000, and that would have put me in a whole different mental state that could have totally changed everything, right? So I'm happy about that. But that also just shows how emotional I was. Like, I was just definitely an emotional mess trading that. So once I've accepted that, even though you did pretty well the past 11 days, and even though you did well with a lot of things, not only your profit and loss ratio or like P&L, but was everything was, market edge, scaling, positioning, all that stuff, you getting too excited actually lost you some money. If I just looked at that as like any other day, I would have probably done really well, or I would have just got out with $500 to $800. And I know this because there was many times I could have got out for $500 to $800 gain throughout that day. It's funny because I was talking to some people on Instagram. Guys, I really recommend reaching out to people on Instagram. Like, it's just insane. There's so many traders out there that are so much better than us that we can all benefit from, right? So anyway, so I was talking to some people that I have on Instagram, and a few of them said these are the kind of days I like to turn off my computer and walk away. And I was like, man, like, this is money making day. Like, this is, I'm gonna bank. And it kind of, I didn't really think about it at that time, but those people, like, they've gone through all these crazy emotions, so they know that there's just maybe too many shiny things out there that they're gonna get distracted and lose money, and it's not worth losing money, right? So it's okay to walk away from these crazy market days and not make anything, right? Or best case scenario, you walk away X amount of times. We'll just say you see this and you're like, I'm gonna walk away 5 times of these kind of events in the market so I can collect enough data, and on that 6th time I'm gonna try to hit it and get some sort of profit. It doesn't have to be you hit it and you like make crazy amount of money. You can just be like, you tip your toe in there, you just get a little bit see what's going on. This is weird. This is distracting me, but those I don't know, what do you guys think this looks like? Oh fuck, it just changed. Damn, if you guys go back and you guys can see, it looks like a smiley face or something else, you know. But anyway, sorry to keep you guys distracted like that. Yeah. So once you write it down, everything is going to be a lot more visible to you guys because it can be a whole different scenario. For you, it could be A, it was a lot of shiny items in the room. B, my fucking neighbor's being a bitch, man. He's pissing me off, and that thing just got in my mental state and it fucked me up with the market. Any external emotions will come and affect you in the market. So if your neighbor is being a whatever and is pissing you off, and that's translating to the market, man, fuck that person. Don't let that happen, you know. And by that, you just might have to walk away and recollect yourself, you know, or move out, because that's not cool. So yeah, you're not gonna know what's really affecting you until you really write it down, and not only write it down, but put yourself in a situation where you really force yourself to write stuff down, right? So make sure you do that. And pretty much that's what really helped me out. I think a lot of I know this I've been said before, but man, like I don't know why it is that we feel like we have to trade every time, you know? There's something about that tilt factor that when you lose a significant amount of money in anything, like it doesn't have to be trading, it can be in life. You're playing video games, you're an athletic, you know, you're an athlete, and something happens. For some reason, you want to just go as aggressive as you can, and it's weird, you know. Actually, the definition of the term tilt comes from playing pinballs back in the days, where people would just go ham and they try to really tilt this pinball to go toward whatever favorable outcome they want, you know. So it's like you're tilting, like, you know, you're going full insane. And new machines now with pinballs have some sort of mechanism where if you tilt it, it actually shuts everything down to prevent tilt. There's an article I came across, was it last week or 2 weeks ago, that talked about the evolutionary reason why we also tilt. It's because back in the days, Homo sapien era, when we were just coming out of caves, those individuals that had that trait did better at surviving, because when they came across something where they were losing resources or losing whatever favorable ground and territories, whatever you want to call it, them being aggressive, them hitting it fast and quick really helped them out. And when they mate, they carry that gene, and now we all have that gene, you know. That's how it is. But man, this is the 21st century. You're trading stocks. This is the pioneer, like, front stage of finance, trading it on a computer that is run by electricity. Like, what do you tell that caveman? Like, you know, like he's gonna be like, wait, what is electricity, first of all? And you're gonna be like, we made electrons are a bitch. That's all you could say at that point, you know, and it's not really gonna translate to that individual. So our body is evolving so much more slower than it is with our day-to-day environment. So these kind of natural mechanism that we have is actually not helpful by any mean. So you need to be able to recognize that and be like, man, if I make this trade and it goes against me, am I going to tilt? Am I going to lose it? And if the answer is yes, which most likely is yes because you're coded like that, what am I going to do to stay away from it? So if you losing money is going to tilt you, you losing money because your neighbor's a fucking dick and all that shit adds up, makes you lose money, walk away. Don't give in to your first natural coding that's going to fuck you up and trade more. But don't let yourself trade suboptimal. Be the best person you could be. And the best person you could be right now needs to calm down first and chill the fuck out and process everything. Right? There's, like, let's just say I lost, you know, whatever, $4,000 yesterday, okay? And that's a lot of money, right, for anything. Then today I'm just tilting and I'm just so angry, and I just dip buy GME at $74. Okay, I just go all in my bank account, and right now it's at $240, and I make a fuck ton of money. Hey, yeah, I did make the money back, right? But did I learn something? I really didn't learn anything in that situation, right? So it just, there's some and the only reason why I'm saying this is because there's times where people I talk to, they're like, no man, I gotta go hard, and that's the only way it works for me. And I think the reason why it worked for that person is because they did it once, it worked for them, now they're conditioned to think that's what's gonna work for them. But from watching a shit ton of videos on YouTube, again, I'm not an expert nor a professional or anything, everyone is saying the same common denominator, which is stay the fuck away from the computer if you're stressed out or something's going on, right? So just keep that in mind, guys, and this psychology is what really helps. Here, I'm gonna quickly check out GME again because I want to see what the demons are up to here. It's demonic stock, Jesus. Is this a good dip buy here? I don't know, you know. I would love to enter it, but volume's also lowering down, but I'm not. I want to do one last thing actually before the video ends. I want to show you guys some scalping, just how I would kind of do a scalp in a day. Okay. So BB is one of those stocks that is really hard for me to scalp. This one absolutely wrecks me every time. Like absolutely wrecks me. That's insane. And so this is, I got in and out here for, God man, for probably like a, I don't know what the loss is. Made a little bit of money back here, but here's what I want to talk about here. So let's zoom in here. So BB is a really tough stock to scalp. It moves pretty good, but it's not as smooth. It's very like just incremental, pop, then goes down, then like it's not that very smooth flow that I like when it comes to scalping. That probably makes no sense to you guys. But here, I'll try to break it down a little more here, okay? So in here, let's ignore this, and we'll show this side. Because in here I was slowly going in and out. I didn't lose as much on this side compared to on this drop here. And I'll tell you why I lost so much here. So when I saw this bounce here and started going up, I bought here a little bit. I'll show you why. The reason is this level was at a good support level. So it bounced off the support level here. And I thought like, okay, then it's just gonna bounce off here and keep going. But looking at it, there's a lot of times where with these things, it took 4 candles to go up, 2 candles for it to go down to that support level. So most likely it's actually gonna break the support here, because it could be where it just slowly popped off and people that were buying here or even lower are like, you know what, like I'm gonna try to get out at this little bounce, you know. But the whole point is it took half the time for it to go down to where it started than it took for it to go up. So that in itself is a bearish sign. So I clearly ignored that, but I was trying to build a very small position here. So I had like 200 shares. Then when I saw this, I cut it quickly. Then when I saw it going down, I was like, you know what, like this could be a good bounce from here. And for some reason, I don't know why it is with BB, I always just go balls to the wall with this one. Like having like 2,800 shares is like almost a norm in the end with this stock, you know. So when I got out, I built a small position, 200 here, and I saw it right here, and I added like 1,000 shares or something. So the thing with these ones here is it goes up and I added another 500 right here, then it went down and tricked me here. So I'm just like, crap. Then I saw it just absolutely crushing down here, I sold. So, and no, I didn't sell. Actually, I had this happened really fast. So I think, but I did sell half of it. Again, guys, I'm gonna try to record live. I know I've been saying that, and I always keep forgetting. But tomorrow morning, I have a note right beside my computer that says record your live trading. So don't worry, that's gonna come. I had enough that when it went down here, I felt like I got fucked over. So I was like, oh shit. So when this went down here, I was trying to add a little more. But the thing is, each time, so I added maybe 500 or 600 here. I think it was probably 600 because I was doing increments of 300s. So you see how this wick just goes down and goes up? When I see this without looking any candles past this, to me it looks like it's gonna went down here, it got bought up so fast because of that wick, then it's gonna have one red candle here, then it's gonna have green candle and go up a little bit. So and I'll be able to scalp from there. But then it just quickly goes back down again to the levels where it quickly got bought out. So I'm trying to, leave and get out here. So I get out my shares. So, and this one went up a little bit, then I bought a bunch here and it went down. I was like, fuck, do I add or not? Then this green candle came in and going up. So at this point, when this thing went down and sold near the bottom, I think I had 1,800 shares, sold like 900 of them. Then whatever is left is what went up here. So when I quickly got out over here, I didn't go all the way up. So I actually lost quite a bit of money chasing this down and made a little bit back. The reason why I got out, you can say like, oh, it went down, it's gonna bounce up. I don't really know. I was already making such sloppy trades. I was happy to get X amount of money and get out of it. I didn't want to get caught up in too many shitty trades. But this is a great example of me not being patient. Like, why the fuck was I entering here? Why the fuck was I entering here? And like, what was going on here? Like, this whole setup was just garbage, So from now on, first of all, I'm going to be very cautious when I trade BB, because I don't know why I go bullish deep with it. I don't need to go bullish deep, but also the price action change is kind of a bit of an alien move to me, so I'm going to stay away from that. And another thing is I'm going to be super picky with BB. Like if it goes down here, like if let's say I want to buy here, I'm going to wait, and if it gives me a little more, then I can buy here. If not, I'll just walk away. Fuck it. Here, I think this is another situation here. Yeah, this one also took another. Yeah, guys, like today was a good on some trades, but BB absolutely wrecked me. Like like this is just horrible chase. These are all entries and exits that I have. But I'll show you guys where I made the bulk of my money. Like I'm just focusing on the bad trades because that's what I got to improve on. But the bulk of my money came in from PLEG and FCEL. So now I was scalping this the whole day. The majority of it came from this trade. I literally had maybe 800 shares or so and sold here. The reason why is if you look at the daily, the stock was around 67 or so at that point. What was it? Yeah, 67.80 daily. So 67.80 or so. So when I saw this, I was like, you know what, the market is doing really hot right now. It might be one of those days where the stock really rallies hard. And the reason why I thought this stock was going to rally harder than the other ones is because it's so close to that resistance level. The daily chart is kind of setting up the cup handle that it might take over the resistance, right? So what this day needed is just a hot day for it. So I was like, you know what, this could be the hot day. And I saw such a good pullback on the 1 minute candles. So I was like, no, I'm gonna buy that. And it just rallied, but I sold way too early, to be honest. Like, this went up to 75. This could have been an insane amount a day. But since I've been scalping so much, just once I saw that big profit, I just got out. But later on, I'm just gonna try to hold on a little bit more, maybe just leave 300 shares out of that initial 800. I also do the same thing with FCEL because I know these stocks are correlated. Because they are correlated, I just bought 1,100 shares or so at $18, $18.70, and sold them for like $19.30 for FCEL. If I held on, that'd be quite a bit of money. But now all I can do is say, wish I did this, could have done that, but at least I made money. And B, and the best case of it, or like the best outcome of it, is I'm collecting this data. Then hopefully next time I'll be able to execute that. But yeah, guys, that's the majority where my money came from. But yeah, guys, just psychology is what really works though, man. Like, yeah, looking at charts and everything, that's cool stuff, and you will definitely learn that with time. But once you get better understanding your psychology and establishing good discipline, the chart becomes a lot more clearer for you to trade. Because the chart doesn't really lie, man, to be honest. It's like, let's just say you want to buy this and anything is going to break out. Yeah, it could break out, but I'm going to have a smaller position of getting this compared to buying a stock that's, let's just say, Fubo, and I see something that's like down so much. At this point, I'll be like, you know what? I'm going to give a little more extra juice, a little bit more money, But for some reason, people look at a stock and they're like, this is my baby. No, my baby's gonna go up. Like, they just get married to it, And having that good psychology and good discipline is what helps you to get out of those kind of headspace and be like, hey man, this is just a stock. I'm just trading what I see. Nothing more, nothing less. But yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. This one's a little bit more longer. I'm going to try to talk a lot more about psychology in the future too, but I know I've said that, and I said I'm going to post videos too, but I'm still learning right now, and I'm still trying to work on my strategy. So I'm just going to give it 1 more month of this kind of trading and kind of giving this kind of videos. But after that, I'm going to really crack down on videos and probably invest in a really good camera and really talk about the psychologies that's helping me, what Tilt is to me, the different websites I use before I invest, and just what is the day-to-day life like is for me, for a person who's trying to learn day trading and who's also lucky enough to have the next 3 months completely off and not worry about financial stress, because I'm using savings and other stuff that is not really stressing me out. But yeah, thank you guys again for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.